Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Ephexis here. Just bringing you a little video today about the new competitive mode that's launched live for Overwatch. A lot of people will be aware of this already, as it's something that was previously teased and then sort of removed while they altered it and made it how they wanted it to be. So it's finally gone live, and in this video I'm just going to explain the sort of ins and outs of it so you guys know what you're getting into, what to look forward to, and just generally what to watch out for as well. So competitive play is locked until you hit rank 25, so if you haven't played the game a great deal, you won't be able to just jump straight into competitive. This is just to make sure you have a good understanding of the game's mechanics, how the heroes play, what's good against what, and the maps, so you know them, and you're able to sort of play competitively, I guess. So once you reach rank 25, the competitive play will be available just through the regular play menu. It'll just be, I think it's in the center. There's a competitive play icon. You click on that and that'll put you into the sort of competitive play playlist. When you get into that, you do need to play 10 placement matches in order to get a skill rating, and then once you've done that, obviously you can continue to build on your skill rating. So the 10 placement matches will rate you in a number anywhere between 1 and 100. The higher the value indicates the sort of better you've played, the higher skill level. So if you're rank 1, then that's not really that good, and you probably won't be getting into really sort of intense high-end matches. And same applies to rank 100, that way you'd be put against the sort of higher skill level players. The skill ratings are visible at the beginning of every match, so you can see sort of how you are, and I believe how everyone else is as well. And the rating goes up and down with each win or loss, and sort of performance and skill of other players in the match as well. So competitive play consists of 4 seasons in a year. Each lasts about 2.5 months. So at this time we are in the summer 2016 season. I'm not 100% sure whether this one will last the full 2.5 months, because it is quite a new sort of game mode. It might be slightly shortened depending on how Blizzard see it going. Obviously we'll need to wait and see how that goes, but I'm sure they'll keep us updated along the way. So for competitive play, there's the sort of 3 game modes that you're used to. There's the control, escort and assault. They have been slightly altered to reflect their competitive mode. So the control matches, instead of being a best of 3, they're now best of 5. So the first team to score 3 points wins, but obviously that's because it's out of 5. Then after that there's the escort maps, where you just obviously take the payload to the capture point, and that's that. So one team plays offense, one plays defense, but both teams must play 1 round of each, and then after these rounds have been completed, the team with the most points wins. However, if the game ends in a tie and neither team has delivered the payload, then whoever pushed it further will be the winner. So the maps for this are Kings Row, Numbani and Hollywood, and if neither team makes the first point or the final score is tied, then it goes to sudden death, and we'll discuss that shortly. The final bit is the assault maps. So similar to how they are played up until now, each team plays 1 round of offense, and the team with the most points after this round win. However, if the first team fails to capture the point, the match ends, and as soon as the second team captures the first objective. So if the score is tied after the 2 rounds, each team plays a second round on offense, but instead of getting the standard 5-minute clock, they only get the remaining time that they had from the end of the offensive round that they last played. So if your last round you have 2 minutes left, then that's all you'll get in this sort of a sudden death type round. And if either team has fewer than 2 minutes left on the clock, then their time would be increased to 2 minutes, but it is the sort of last opportunity to get any additional time or anything like that. So when the teams run out of time, the team with the higher score wins, and if both teams are tied and no time remaining, then it goes to sudden death. So that's what we'll discuss now. So in the sudden death, the game puts one team on offense and one on defense. This is randomly chosen, so even if you were on defense last time, you may be on defense again. It's entirely randomized. but you play one sort of shorter round, and if the attackers capture the objective before the time runs out, they win, and if they don't, the defenders win. So that's pretty much straightforward. I think most people expected that for a sudden death, but this mechanic is only active for this 2016 season. It may be a different mechanic on the winter season or the fall season. It's something that we're still waiting on full information from, but we'll get that when Blizzard releases it. So I suppose finally the last couple of things then are rewards, because I think that's the reason most people play competitive mode. It's for the glory. So on this competitive play, if you've completed your 10 placement matches, you receive a special spray and player icon, and there's a new set released every season, so you'll be able to see sort of how many seasons someone's taken part in or how many placements they've done in a particular season. And then on top of that, you can also get points, and at the end of the season you can exchange these points for golden weapons for your heroes. So it is specifically the weapons, so people like d.va with the cannons, it won't turn the entire mech gold, it will just be the cannons on the front of the mech. So if you are sort of hoping to get a fully golden d.va, it's not going to happen, unfortunately. And during the season as well, there will also be a leaderboard activated, and I believe it's the top 500 that will be displayed primarily. So if you reach within the top 500, you will get an icon below your name showing that you are in the top 500, and I'm not 100% sure whether it displays your rank, but the ranks do reset at the end of the season, so it's something, you know, that you can sort of show off a bit with if you've done really well that season, which is never a bad thing. So hopefully you guys will get into the top 500 somewhere, and that'll be something pretty awesome to have. And finally, because it is competitive mode, they have put in more penalties and sort of restrictions. So if you do leave a game, or sort of just get up and think, you know, I can't play this one anymore, then you won't be able to rejoin another match. Essentially, you won't be able to start a match until that one's completed, but you can rejoin that current one. But if you don't, you do get a penalty. So obviously you want to try and avoid them, and they can build up. So if you continually leave matches, then, you know, you'll get locked out for an increased amount of time. It can completely result in a full ban from competitive play, and you can also lose any sort of rewards that you've got. So it's something to avoid. I know sometimes with sort of disconnects, things like that, it's not always possible, but just be aware that these do build up, and it will have a negative impact on your game. But apart from that, I think that's more or less everything we have on competitive mode at the moment. Hopefully I'll see you guys out and about on the battlefield, probably get my ass kicked, but as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, rate and subscribe. It really helps me out and lets me know that you're enjoying the content. But as always, take it easy, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.
Drop the beat.